it has been a very interesting last 48 hours or so. Really the whole Premier League team of the season, I suppose. It's been pretty controversial so far. So we got a lot to talk about today. Not too many leaks and news and stuff like that. There is some, but we'll talk about some market stuff. And also it's going to be a bit of a yap session today. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. But if you missed a stream, we had crazy support on it. Honestly, I was stunned. I'm always stunned how many people show up to the live streams, and I rarely do them. We did match pack ourselves Heung-min Son team of the season. That was kind of the highlight of the pack opening. And we do also for this video have 2 TOTS guarantee packs to open at the end. I did open them a couple hours ago though, so I won't spoil what I got in them. But Son's very good in game so far. About to start playing Prem TOTS Weekend League here in a sec. Oh, but yeah, the market just absolutely died because of a certain store pack that came out, and it's caused controversy because people lost a shit ton of coins. It made rewards worse than FUT champs because obviously the value of cards went drastically down after this. So here are the store packs people were not happy about. You've got the $40 guaranteed tradable 2 team of the season player pack, which then made a lot of team of the season cards crash. Obviously we talked about that. If you bought a Saka or a Son, you poof 700k gone from your account in no time because go fuck yourself. $50 2 guaranteed Prem TOTS player pack here. This also came out. People were asking me in the chat on Saturday, like, hey, did you see Nick's video? Did you see this video? Did you see this tweet? Did you see that? What do you think about this? And honestly, I'm saying nothing new here, but it's fucking terrible. I don't necessarily mean the terrible in terms of like, hey, you could actually pay $40 now to get something guaranteed, which actually wasn't the case before. Before, if you wanted to spend $40, there was nothing guaranteed. Now you can at least say, hey, is $40 worth it to get 2 tradable TOTS cards plus some other fodder cards in there too? Now you can at least get things guaranteed, which I think that like the logistics of the pack itself is not the problem here. It's just the fact that any of these packs exist in the first place, I think, is most people's problem with this. I think at this point we are just trending towards a game that is a straight up casino, and there will be 10% football, 90% casino. We've obviously gotten more. We have 100% scale of football to casino. It started off like 80% football, then 70%, 50% over the years have gone on. We're getting to the point soon where it's gonna be 90% casino. If we aren't there already, obviously, it's gonna even get worse next year. You know, we're seeing them push the envelope, right? EA just want to see how much they can get away with. There have been countless things over the years that, by the way, apologies, this is gonna be probably a long ass video, it'd be rambling. So if you don't want to see a screen sitting still and me talking to you, then this might not be your video. But EA over the years have done so many things to just, let's just see if we can like get away with that. Like, let's just see what the response is and like, let's see what happens. And the pushback comes or no pushback comes. So like, hey, we can get away with this now. Or it's like, okay, they got mad. We can't do this. But the store packs, they've pushed, obviously they pushed the envelope last year, and this year they've really gone over the top with it, right? There are now packs you can buy in the store that are $50 a pop, more than the game, almost the same price of the game when it came out. If you want to open every promo pack in the store, it's probably over $1,000 now. If you want to open every promo pack in the store on just a daily basis, not bi-daily, not every other day, not every third day, not weekly, hell no, daily, $1,000. And the only way for this to really stop is for there to be community pushback and for us to not spend as much money on the game. It's really that simple. Otherwise, this is only going to get worse. If you're spending money on this game on a, really, I was gonna say on a semi-regular basis, really almost at all here, you are contributing to where this game is going. And obviously there's time to stop, right? If you've been doing it, you want to stop now, that's fantastic. But we are in so deep now into just the fucking shit that the only way any of this stops from trending up to $100 packs one day next year or even this year, fuck knows, is if we stop spending as much money on the store. Now the problem that lies with this is that if I had to bet, a lot of the money that EA make is off of, well, obviously we know they create gambling addicts, right? Because they hire psychologists to tap into certain parts of the brain to trigger certain responses, to trigger addiction, because that's legal, allegedly, of course. This is all allegedly. We've seen job openings online of psychologists at EA Sports where the job description is exactly what was just stated, but this is just allegedly. Okay, I don't want to accuse them of anything, you know, crazy. And the bigger problem is that they're obviously creating gambling addicts, but most of them are underage. If I had to bet, most of the people spending a lot of the money on this game, obviously the whales are probably older, like the whales themselves, but a lot of their revenue probably comes from 18 and under people who are not using their money. They're probably using parents' money or obviously their maybe little bit of money that they have. They spend it on this, and then poof, it's all gone straight into the pocket of your favorite EA executive, whose name you don't know, who is on a yacht somewhere sniffing coke with hookers. And here we are, just absolutely a 16-year-old in Birmingham, absolutely brain is fried from addiction, spending not even his money on the game as he can't help himself. That's where when people see store packs, it's not necessarily the store pack itself that is the problem. It's the fact that any of them exist in the first place. That is the problem. And this will not stop unless they start to see less revenue. This will not stop. We will not get certain things back. We won't get League SBCs back. We won't get better rewards back until they see less revenue. They don't give a fuck about the average player experience. They're not thinking to themselves, hey, can we make this better but also make more money? They have one goal. It's make more money, and that's it. That's all they care about. Why are champs rewards not as good? Because why the hell would they make them as good when they're swimming in billions of dollars when they make them worse? Why would they make them better? The only way to stop this is by not spending as much money in the store. So if you're spending money in the store, please stop. Please, for me, please stop. You want to know why rank 3, rank 2, rank 1 are all Prem Tots 3 player packs? Because they can. You want to know why nothing feels the same as it used to feel? Nothing feels special anymore. Road to Glories are basically non-existent. Many of the series that existed in YouTube lore, FIFA history don't exist anymore. You know why that is? Pretty much 94% of my rough calculations. The reason for that is the store. Who gives a fuck about your RTG when you can come here and spend $40 and see somebody open a pack that has 2 team seasons in it, and you're also seeing somebody spend $40, so you have that like added jeopardy to it where it makes things more entertaining as well. It's a casino, and that will be first and foremost until people stop spending money on this game. Right now, EA's goal for the last little while has been, okay, the player base isn't as high as it used to be, maybe even FIFA 16, right? FIFA 17. So how do we get each individual person to then spend more money and make up for, you know, the cost of like the casuals that maybe would spend some money that they don't have anymore? How do we get every single person to now spend more money on the game? That's what they do. And if you're falling for it and you're giving into it, like, you are part of the problem. And maybe you love how this is, and you know, everybody can spend money how they want to spend money, of course. And if you want to spend $40 on a tradable tots pack, like, maybe you are a fan of how this game works and you like more of a casino. I mean, I can't get behind you. I think most people can't, but maybe that's how it is. And then you just have to vote with your wallet. You can't be dropping $100 a week on FIFA points. Like, you can't do it. And people also say, well, is playing the game that much different when you are spending so much time on the game? Is that any different than spending a lot of money on the game? To be honest with you, for you, is not really. But for EA, it is. If you bought this game for $30 used and now you don't spend any money on the game, that's way better, even if you spend 6 hours a day on it, than you spending $1,000 over the course of the year with the game costs plus the FIFA points, right? One is still far better than the other one. For you, for time-wise, if you're trying to, you know, value time for money, that anybody can value in any metric that they want to and judge that how any way they want to. But none of this is going to change. This game getting into a worse state as it is. The gameplay's fucking horrible. They don't give a shit because why is it doesn't affect their bottom line in any meaningful way. The only way any of this stops is us not spending as much money. Now, it does not mean it's all our fault, of course, because EA are creating gambling addicts that are 14, and governments are 79 years old and they're 28 years behind the times. They have no fucking idea what's going on. So, I mean, who knows when things will actually change. This tweet from Matt Fuck Trading: 150 81 plus player picks, 250 80 plus player picks, 250 exchanges, 300 plus upgrades. He's packed 2 cards over 100k coins. It's just everything, pretty much every way this game could have gone badly has happened. Okay, I would say maybe Elite Division Rivals rewards changes and just Division Rivals rewards changes in general. I think it's been like one of the few positives all year that have been what we didn't have last year. I'm trying to think of anything else that didn't go downhill. Evolutions obviously is a good addition to the game, so I want to give them credit for that. But it's bad when a new game comes out and they make you spend $70 on it a year and you have to try and pick out the good things about it. At that point, you're already, it's already chalked. You're trying to find the good things. You should be able to easily find the improvements, especially considering the amount of money these guys are making. These motherfuckers are filthy rich off of you because they are farming gambling addicts, is the very cynical take, and it's, to me, probably the honest take of all this. And I wanted to bring this up as well because the pack weight also hasn't been great for most people. It's been all right, but compared to the standards of what pack back what it used to be. Not really. Hasn't been great at all, actually. And the fact that you can't really have any tangible way to grind for anything in this game. No repeatable game mode. You know, I like to talk about that. No way to really repeatably get coins. No real way other than Weekend League and Rivals. That's not technically repeatable because you can only do it once a week, right? So there's no real way to actually get coins. How does anybody afford the best cards in the game? You can't. In FIFA 19, I would have been able to afford every card in the game because I literally spent 8 hours a day doing League SPCs. I'd have been able to afford any card in the game. There has to be a balance between hella time or hella money. You can do whichever one you want to. If you want to do hella time, I can afford Team of the Year Holland. You cannot put hella time in and afford Team of the Year Holland unless you are beyond lucky with pack luck. And I don't want to come across as the biggest EA hater. I just want to try and keep it realistic with you guys and like just keep my opinion, of course, and it is just my opinion. But the people who say like, well, why doesn't FIFA feel the same anymore? Maybe I'm just getting older. You are getting older, but that's not the reason. I think the game just fucking sucks now. Anyway, I am done yapping to you all. Ibrahima Konate did come out. That was leaked a couple hours before content time today, and he looks fantastic. Aerial plus, bruiser plus, block plus, physicals great, composure nice, passing nice. Not really too many bad things to say about this card. Only thing he doesn't have is jockey. Okay, he's got rapid as well. He looks fantastic. I'm gonna craft him. I'm gonna have him for this weekend league. The icon pick came out, and Jesus fucking Christ, it is an 87, 88, and 89. Okay, well, you can get R9 in there, or Ronaldinho, or you can get fucking Miroslav Klose. So it's just a gamble, and it's expensive as hell. But I do want to talk about, obviously, our investments have done extremely well, by the way. FUT Zone, I'm bringing up Fraud Zone here because he tweeted out guaranteed Premier League TOTS packs been added to the database. This was added, I think, like a week ago now, so FUT Zone has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Daily air of FUT Zone, but should come Wednesday. He's right about that. It should come on Wednesday. I've gotten questions like, hey, bonds at 16K. Like, what do I do? And I low-key, I know it's kind of a bit risky because you're up right now and you're up by quite a bit. I'd wait for Premier League Team of the Season, like, guarantee pack to come out. I actually would wait. This Prem TOTS looks amazing. It's during the guarantees, people will get some pretty good shit. It's going to be very expensive. It's going to need Team of the Season cards 1,000,000%. I actually think you can go back in now if you want to. If you want to hedge, you can sell, buy back in, or just hold until like Wednesday. Of course, if you're up and you want to take the coins, I could never blame you for taking the coins, but I actually think that they're going to keep rising. If you bought 92s, congrats. I think the lemma's like 29K, I want to say. It's up like 36 now. So yeah, investments have done well. Prem TOTS cards we talked about buying. I had no idea that the store pack would come out and fucking be tradable. So I couldn't tell you that, but we ended up getting lucky when I did tell you to buy Sunday night, which would be like now, and it is a better time to buy. Those packs are still out, but to me, the best time will be like after Rivals Rewards or even that next Sunday. This next Sunday, a week from now, would be the best time to buy these. Short term, though, you can buy them now, sell them on like Wednesday for height of Rivals demand or even Tuesday, but I don't got much else to say, I suppose. We got TOTS live upgrades coming, though. Modric getting a +1. Havertz is going to 94, so the SBC is going to be, I mean, like, this card already is pretty insane. It's now going to a 94 with the +2s all over the place. Doku gets 1. Vasquez gets 1. That Bissek card everyone loves gets 1. And there are all the upgrades there, but yeah. If you guys have Havertz, where are you playing him? I've seen people play him at cam, center mid, CDM, left back, right back. If you have Havertz, let me know where you're playing him and what your favorite position with him actually is. Let's read your comments. By the way, the first thing I'm going to read, Bombtail Editor says, not sprinting a lot helps so much on my old tips video. No matter what rank you are, if you're a rank 1 player, I don't give a shit. You're 20-0 like almost every week, I don't care. Or you're 0-20 every weekend. You're probably sprinting too much. I'm gonna say it right now, you're probably sprinting too much. Just slow it down just a little bit, and you'll all of a sudden win more games all of a sudden. You don't even know what happened. You'll just win more games all of a sudden. Really interesting comment from Joel here. EA have announced goalkeepers won't get playstyle pluses this year on their website where they explain each playstyle. It's because goalkeepers have AI behavior, and therefore it's only available in pro clubs where you can actually control the keeper. I guess it would just mean the playstyle pluses would make no difference. Not sure, but it's been official information since the release of the game in their deep dive for playstyles. If that's been the case, I completely missed it. So that's on me if that has been information that has been known by some people for some time now. It does sort of make sense that would be a thing. I'm still not sure why Donnarumma's thing says they'll get a playstyle plus. That seems a little weird to me that they give a roll to the final card to a keeper that can't get one of the upgrades, but that might just be an EA oversight, I guess. I do wonder though, if this is the case, why are there no goalkeeper evos? Do they just think people just don't care, or is it once again something similar to this? I'm not really sure what the whole goalkeeper thing's been this year, but I don't know. But an interesting comment though, if that is the case, that sort of does make some sense. Stormboy says, do you think it is a good idea if EA add chemistry consumables that only upgraded the skill moves or weak foot? I mean, it's a good idea, but it will never happen because skill moves and weak foot are so paramount that that's such a pack seller for them that they will never get something like that away. I would be stunned if they ever did something like that. YouTube Drifter says, dude, I am legit so sick of people talking about chip shots being bad or being indecisive about them. Chip shots have been the differentiator for me being in Elite. They are insanely OP even without the fugging playstyle. Are they really manual? Yes. There is a skill gap. Once you get them down, there's nothing more satisfying. Maybe it is just a skill diff. I don't know. I need to practice my chip shots, I think. I might have to, you know, cook up something with that Alvarez. Aaron Thornhill says, good to see us Brits rubbing off on you. I mean, hey, anybody who wants to rub on me, feel free. What? Alfredo says the right way to say Julian in Spanish, it would be Julian. Great vid as per usual. Okay, so Julian Alvarez, is that, to you Spanish folk out there, is that, am I saying that right? Because I got roasted as well for saying Katie McCabe when it's Katie McCabe, I'm pretty sure. My favorite thing is like when I see a comment for like a new person, like I see when it's a first time commenter and they're just like, you fucking moron, you butchered this guy's name. I'm like, bro, we all got to learn somehow. And being American, I don't think helps because they just see they read the American, are they reading my videos? They hear the American accent and they're like, Jesus Christ, that guy's a fucking idiot. You know what? Sometimes I can't blame him. But if I pronounce your favorite player's name wrong in a video, just tell me. Don't mean to interrupt whatever the hell I was talking about in the video, but we're gonna open our 2 TOTS guarantee packs now for the end of the video. Let's see if we can get a Prem TOTS. At least a Prem TOTS would be kind of cool. Okay, that's what, Hansko? I don't know how to say his name. That's ass. Okay, second TOTS guarantee pack, because I was talking this pack right here. You heard it here first. I call it. England, oh my god. Okay. Is that Woobin Moy? Did she just start twerking? Okay, that was fun while it lasted. Well, thank you for being here. Grab if you're new. I love you all. Since peace.